Today's second is key process up while making Thanksgiving dinner intense plant cut on Kamara Turby fighting Tomo by DC Dobby Vietnam. Like the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's get into this fucking 3, 2, 1.
Throws away the paper towel in the back garbage can, and I'm grateful he used that garbage can because he walks back towards me and I could just tell something was happening. Hello and good morning, everyone. It's early. Thanksgiving break has started. It's in the 5s, and I'm not running a race today. Maddie came to stay with us last night. She came home just for one night. She is headed to her other home in California. She's gonna go spend Thanksgiving with her mom. She spent the night here last night. I'm gonna take her to the airport this morning. I'm cereal. It's so early. We are going on a little drive this morning. It's like 45 minutes away, and I'm excited actually to get to spend like 45 minutes in the car with her before she heads out. Get all the rundown of life. That's always super fun. We had the greatest night last night. I maybe went to bed way later than I should have. We had the opportunity to go to one of our very favorite grocery stores and buy people's groceries. If you haven't seen that video, you probably should check it out. It's a great time. Still recovering from that late night, having just the best time ever. Waiting for Maddie to come upstairs, get ready to leave, emptying the garbages at 5 in the morning because that seems like a good idea. Gonna take her to the airport. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Really? Oh yeah, we are. What do you have in there? I love you, I love you, I love you. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna awkwardly video you as you walk. Bye, Maddie. Love you. Just got home from taking Maddie to the airport, but I have a little bit of bad news. About 5 seconds after I dropped her off and drove away from the airport, she called me and she has left her license at home in her car. So I just got home, just pulled in, and problem with living so far away from the airport, didn't matter how fast I drove, I could not go home, get the license, and take it back to her. They said I would need to be back by 7:30 with her license. The problem is, as you can tell, I just got home. There is no possible way for me to make it back to the airport in that amount of time. She is able to get on a later flight. Feel bad. She woke up so early. Now she's taking an 11 o'clock flight. But, you know, she said, maybe this is good. I have so much homework to do. She's just sitting there getting it done. So I'm going to run inside. Thankfully, she left her keys in her bedroom. So I'm going to go in, grab her keys, get in her car, get her license, and take it back to her. And she was like apologizing so much. She's like, Mindy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is so inconvenient. I was like, Maddie, it's literally no big deal. It's so early in the morning. There's nothing else I could be doing. It's great. So I'm going to run inside, grab her keys, grab her license, and head back to the airport. Okay, I've secured the license. Leaving your license in your car is probably not the best thing to do. But she doesn't have a real license and she just had to get a Utah one. Truth is, Maddie is so responsible. She is not the type of girl that I have to be like, remember this, remember that. She's so on top of it. She usually is reminding me of things I need. But you know, sometimes I have a few too many tabs open. I've got her license. I'm gonna run it back to her at the airport, round 2. That was a super short trip.
Don't film this. This is my lowest moment.
Maddie, oh my gosh, you're so responsible. This is the first time you've ever done anything like this.
I'm so sorry.
No, I don't care. Are you kidding? I've been listening to a book.
You are an angel.
I've been listening to Atomic Habits, so by the time you get back, I should be an
No
entirely
way, I was
different
just
person.
learning about that
Really?
in my positive psych class.
Oh my gosh, I'm so positive.
Thank you so much.
Usually with a driver's license, you keep it with you at all times.
But it's paper. Where am I supposed to put this? This doesn't fit in my thread wallet.
I know. Love you, Maddie.
I love you.
Have a safe trip.
Mom is back, and quite the adventurous morning this morning.
Yeah, it was a little wild. Got a lot of drive time in. I listened to a great book.
Could have listened to a novel. It was 3 hours. Thankfully, Maddie, safe and sound.
She's
off,
on her way.
On her way. So Thanksgiving with her mom. And it's mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So that's very exciting.
Mom is having a really big birthday, so they are going to go actually to Palm Springs and enjoy a little vacay, just the girls.
It's gonna be so fun.
You know, I just can't figure out when they're gonna start inviting me to these things, because it's super fun.
Hello, girls trip.
I know.
Mom, oddly quiet and clean in the kitchen the day before Thanksgiving. Shouldn't there be a buzz of stuffing and dinner rolls, yams baking, turkey thawing?
No, we already did all that, Brandon.
Oh, you're right. We already took care of it, so we're good.
We're good.
Chickadee check on Thanksgiving. Tomorrow, we are actually going to be celebrating Thanksgiving with my family, heading up north. And guys, ahead of that, just now, Mom was actually on our website, thishoutofbingham.com, putting the ornaments up and ready for sale on Friday. So the day after Thanksgiving. So you want to make sure it's taken care of because we're going to be gone kind of all day tomorrow. As soon as Friday hits, what time? Is it 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. Mountain.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Santa's coming.
Santa's coming. Santa! In fact, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, they're actually dropping a new Christmas ornament. Make sure you guys check it out. thishoutofbingham.com. Thanksgiving going down with my family tomorrow. As Mom said, we already had Thanksgiving here at this home with her family.
Yes.
There are some things that happened on that day that were not shared in that vlog. We had some behind the scenes moments, some tense moments, and this is like not
scary.
Even exaggerated, that involved a sharp knife and a kid passing out. So let's go over, we're gonna tell you guys a little bit more about this. We wanna go to the replay and watch it. We actually caught the entire thing on camera. We have a security camera that happened to be facing just in the right spot to capture the whole thing. I went back and rewatched it today. Saw a lot of stuff that I missed the first time. I kinda wanna get the kids' rundown of what they saw, what they thought was going on, because it was actually a very, very crazy, wild part of Thanksgiving.
It was wild.
That never even made it into the vlog. I think we're ready to talk about it now. Brexy Doodle, man of the hour here. We haven't even really said anything that happened yet, but we wanted to clear it with Brexon first, make sure he was comfortable talking about it, because this is a pretty traumatic experience for him, even though I don't know if you even remember any of it. You gotta watch the video to see what happened. Because Brexy Doodle passed out on Thanksgiving while chopping potatoes. I mean, thankfully, it was just after he stopped, and I think what happened was, and Brex, you can tell us as much as you want, or we can fill in all the blanks if you want us to. I think that you felt it coming. Like, you knew something was up. Quick rundown of what was going on. I actually had gone down to the basement to grab some things, so I wasn't up here. In reviewing the footage, I can tell you that Brexy Doodle was chopping potatoes.
Yes, which I was like super nervous about Brexon doing it anyways, because he's never really like taken the knife and cut a bunch of stuff.
But guys, they're really into like cooking, and they love watching these
so
YouTube videos where they learn how to do the motion, and they're really good at it. So I think they were excited to flex those skills.
Crew does it more. So he was like showing Brexon to hold the knife like this. Like,
we had them each going at a garbage can, right? We had one shucking, what do you call it? Just peeling the potatoes at the back garbage can. Brexy Doodle was doing it at the front one, and they moved on to chopping. Yes. They'd been standing for a while because you peeled the potatoes for a while. I'm saying all this to give kind of like an understanding as to why maybe this happened, because he was on his feet. I'm feeling like maybe knees locked, only because he was trying to focus so hard on the peeling and the chopping that I think he locked his knees, and he was standing there for quite a while.
He was standing there for quite a while, and I don't even remember what, I was making the honey butter, and I was just kind of working in that same area, and I kept looking over to check on him to see if no one's cut a finger off yet or anything.
And I saw at one point in the video, you can almost tell that he's starting to like feel something weird in his legs. He starts to shake them, like as if they're like asleep or it's bothering him, and then he goes and gets a stool out of the pantry, comes back and kneels on the stool, and this is my non-medical professional opinion here. I think what happened was you had all the blood kind of get stuck down there, and then when you got on that stool, it trapped it, and that kind of just took all the blood away from your head. This is my theory. So then he's
Dr. Brandon.
Yeah, so he's kneeling on the stool. That's not working. So Brexon sits on the stool with his knees on the ground. He's chopping up in the air, just trying to keep it going.
Just trying to be so helpful. I saw him grab the stool, so I was like, oh, he must be getting tired.
This is the moment right here where Brexon realizes he needs to take a break. I think you're headed over here to lay on the couch, right, dude? Mm-hmm. So he was giving up on the potato chopping. He's like, I need to sit down.
Well, he came over to me and he goes, can you finish cutting them? I don't feel very good.
And guys, look at the attention and focus that Mom is giving Brexon. You can tell she senses, she knows something is off. Like, this is not the normal, I don't feel good, can you finish the potatoes? Look at how closely Mom is staring at his every move. And watch Brexon, he's kind of wandering back and forth. He's going towards the front room, then he's coming back.
I also kept looking at his face, and he just didn't look super normal. He was very pale, and I thought, you feel like you're gonna throw up? I was asking him all of these questions.
But look at like I don't know, something about the intensity on your face. Like, you are locked on him. You can just tell something is up. And so Brexon starts to come over to here to the couch, goes back to wash his hands.
Throws away the paper towel in the back garbage can, and I'm grateful he used that garbage can, because he walks back towards me, and I could just tell something was happening.
What?
Holy cow. Mom, walk us through those moments. What was that like? Brexy Doodle, do you even remember anything?
No.
Nothing. So at this moment right here, when you kind of start to go towards the sink, you already kind of out of it? Do you remember going towards the sink?
Yeah, kind of.
And then I've never passed out like that before. Did you just like open your eyes and you were on the floor, or?
It felt like I was just asleep. It felt like a power nap.
Wow, that's a very positive spin on passing out while cutting potatoes on Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. So Mom, what was going through your head when that happened?
Well, he started to fall. Went to go catch him and realized he was heavier than I thought. So I like had to catch my footing again. And then I hollered for my mom. She was right there. And I was like, Mom, help me.
You guys, I've never seen Mona Reese move like that in my life. Mona Reese.
That was not one of the kids.
Very
that they were
capable.
Like, I didn't know that Mona could move that fast.
Very mobile, but she could have got like a record 40 time. If she'd have been timed on that one, I think she could have set some records. I have never seen anyone spring into action like she did to rush and save her sweet Brexy. She was in it fast, dude, making sure you're taking care of it.
And in my mind, I was like, I feel like I need to start counting, and in like 5 seconds, if this situation does not change dramatically, I'm gonna scream, call 911.
As he's going down and he's laying there, like I can't tell from the video, about how long would you say from when he was like being laid down on the ground, how long was he laying there with his eyes closed, like unconscious?
It felt like, I don't know, it felt like a really long time.
Because you said you were gonna like
It was
count to
probably
5.
only, like, literally, it was probably only 5 seconds. He opened his eyes, but you could tell he wasn't quite there.
You kind of see in the video
kind of, like,
when he starts to
fuzzy.
move a little, his eyes, I think it looks like they open, but you had to take his glasses off.
His glasses fell off when he fell, and so they were like on his face.
Okay,
kind
but not off of his
just
face,
because he
okay.
like knocked his glasses off a little bit.
So now it's time to bring in Hazel. I think it was the most traumatic for her because Brexy Doodle, honestly, like you said, took a power nap, woke up, and just had Mona and Mom hovering over him and couldn't figure out why.
Kind of looked like he was dead.
I know. And I felt so bad because you can actually see in the video, she has got the best perspective of Brexton's actual face as he heads towards the couch and the sink. As he's starting to pass out, Hazy is right there, looking right at him, and it, I think, shook her to see him like that. I'm guessing, I wasn't there, wasn't in front of you, but I'm guessing eyes roll back in the head, start to go down. And that was kind of scary for Hazy. So she, I think of everyone, had the hardest time with this.
It's really difficult to be like, I obviously needed to be 100% on Brexton. Then when you have another kid of yours that needs you, she was crying.
I mean, she's going through her own
I'm
traumatic
like-
experience. Like, someone needs to
I was
hold
like,
her.
Somebody help Hazy. And once we start talking through how he was kneeling, he was standing, I was like, do you feel fuzzy? Is your body tingly? Because I have passed out before, so I know that like you just feel tingly all over.
But what's crazy is Hazy actually has. She was getting her hair done and started to feel a little bit weird.
I thought I was still standing, but then I
But then you
was on the...
Yes, and then eventually just like kind of fell down on the ground. So we were like, hey, remember when that happened to you? That's what happened to Brexton. He's not dead.
Maddie told us the story. I remember that happening when I was a little girl. My mom was doing my hair, and I was like, well, see, every girl passes out.
I feel like it's almost like a rite of passage to pass out getting your hair done. While all this is going on, Creepy Doo, what are you doing? Like, you're chopping potatoes. Do you even know what's happening?
So I'm just chopping potatoes and I'm like, oh, Brexton left. So I just keep chopping potatoes. And then I look over and I hear Mom screaming and Brexton's like on the floor like this. And I'm like, wait, what's going on?
My
and
gosh.
So then I see Rag Guy sprint down the stairs and is like screaming Dad. So you can see I'm kind of just like looking around like, okay.
Okay, well,
there's
you know
so
what's
much
funny
going on.
though?
What's
There was so much commotion is I only heard from the basement somebody yell Bob.
That was my mom.
Your mom yells
My
Bob.
mom was straight panic.
Not only that, I've never heard your mom yell with like that kind of urgency before. To yell your dad's name, man, I'm almost getting a little bit emotional because I was picturing something had happened to her or to
Well,
you.
that's what Ryler said. He thought my mom had passed out and I was helping her to the ground.
The whole
That
thing
would
was
be
just
so bad.
such a chaotic scene, so we had to go back and review the footage to see if we happened to capture it, and sure enough, we got the entire thing.
Then as we sit there and review what actually happened, I said, just lay on the ground, just take it easy, just enjoy a little nap in the kitchen floor on Thanksgiving. We all were reviewing on Brandon's phone what had happened, and we all just started laughing so hard at Mona's quick cat-like
Honestly, I think that was the thing that pulled everybody out of the moment, is watching Mana spring into action like that. And I think after that, we were kind of all just smiling, having a good time. And Cute Brex, he got up, came over, laid on the couch for a minute, but he was solid. He finished off Thanksgiving strong like a boss. Thanks to him, we had some delicious mashed potatoes. That is going to be a Thanksgiving that you never forget. Thank you for allowing us to share that crazy story.
Super heavy and tingly.
Your legs felt heavy and tingly. Did your head feel like lightheaded at all? It was mostly your legs that were the issue.
And whenever I walk over here, my legs got so heavy.
Crazy that he describes it as his legs got heavy. I always thought it was something to do with his head.
Wow.
Well, you guys, one of the most eventful Thanksgivings. We were just actually talking about how badly that could have gone, how differently that could have gone. You gotta think, he's actually holding an incredibly sharp knife cutting potatoes.
Yes.
Had he passed out knife in hand, who knows? He's heading towards the counter. Had mom not been paying that close of attention, he could have gone straight into the counter, smacked his head open, then fallen to the ground after that. Counting our blessings on Thanksgiving, for sure,
100%.
he was able to come out of that as he did. I just kind of made the joke. I was like, he fainted in the best possible way. He fell into his mom's arms and was gently laid on the ground by his mom and his grandma. I don't think it gets much more relaxing and better than that. He called it a power nap himself. So all is well that ends well. Our sweet Brexy doing okay.
Sweet boy, you guys, he's super brave and he handled it like a champ.
He did.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you from us. We love you so much. We are so thankful that you guys are here with us today.
If you want to watch a heartwarming video, go check out yesterday's vlog where we did our annual tradition of paying for people's groceries. We shook it up a little bit, did something a little bit different, just opened up a free lane of groceries. People started lining up. We had some great experiences, so go check that one out.
We love you so much. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Who's not busted putting a potato from the ground into the bowl?
Wait, that's on camera?
Yes.
Okay, now we officially got caught in 4K, bro. So we ate potatoes off the ground, crew? Oh. Never thought that video would see the light of day.
Wow. Wow, that was wow. That was intense. Literally. Wow. That was key Pasia were American Thanksgiving dinner intense fun cut on Kamoa Toby Fun Tomo by this is a webinar. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and go like and comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you new. Incredible to be known for me below in mod. Bye.